Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, we just got a new sponsor. It's Anchor. They must think we're doing something right because they picked us back up.
That's amazing. Want to hear something even more amazing?
Yeah?
I actually know what they are.
You are full of shit. I'm calling your bluff. Tell me about Anchor.
Okay, so Anchor by Spotify is the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place.
I'm actually surprised you knew that, but did you also know that Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer?
Yes, because I see you do that on your phone all the time and it looks pretty simple.
It really is, and when hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
But I use CastBox.
Yeah, darling, I know you like CastBox. It gets distributed there too, and lots of other platforms as well.
And how much are we paying for this awesome service?
Absolutely nothing.
Coolio! So then we should tell people to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started?
Yep, do it now.
Husband.
Wife.
Guess what?
What?
This is our final episode that covers Exodus.
I'm almost happy about that.
Yes, so am I.
I'm sick of the ark.
Although, yeah, I've heard that some of the future ones are boring too. Like when we get to Leviticus, apparently that's going to suck. But I'm just excited because we'll have finished 2 books of the Bible.
Luckily, they have us to get through it.
Yeah. But
I mean, otherwise, this would suck.
Why do you keep cutting me off?
Because I like cutting you off.
Oh my God. So do you remember what happened last time, asshole?
It seems like there was more ark shit.
There was more ark shit.
And I can't distinguish anymore what it is because there's too goddamn much ark shit.
Well, there was the one guy was building it and the other guy was decorating it.
That's right. He was embroidering and engraving.
Yeah. Yeah. Oholiab was
Oholiab. Yeah. From the
Tranadan.
The tribe of Dan.
Tribe of Dan.
Yeah.
And then also, there was a lot of the word gold, and you were a whiny bitch.
I mean, yeah.
So, are you ready to finish this up with Exodus chapters 39 and 40?
I am. Before we get started, though, I do want to reiterate that we have a website up now.
We do. I saw it, and it looks so cool.
Yeah, I just revamped it literally like minutes before we started this podcast. So if you checked it out before, you should check it out again.
I'm super impressed, actually. And you interrupted what I was doing and said, "Come look at what I did." And I had to run into the other room and look.
Because it was cool.
I know. It's just that I was busy. But then after I looked at it, I was like, damn, good job, babes.
Right. So sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Check it out. And, buy shit because that's awesome. We also have a donate button, which I've got a link on the website to that. So you're welcome to go that route too and just donate. We love any help we can get to get this thing moving.
And reviews and thumbs ups. And
all that shit.
Share and all that stuff.
Because, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we going over today?
Exodus chapters 39 and 40, which are the final 2 chapters of Exodus.
Woohoo! Let's do this.
Okay.
Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are. And our supporters can go there and support us. And we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there. So it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount. So, like, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
just our podcast?
Any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exodus chapter 39. I'm sorry, I'm so excited.
And you just can't hide it.
Oh, that's dumb. Making of the priest's garments. This is going to be so boring, and I ain't even mad because I'm just so excited that we're finishing.
Done with this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
The craftsman made beautiful, sacred garments of blue, purple, and scarlet cloth, clothing for Aaron to wear while ministering in the holy place, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. I thought we already talked about their garments, though. Like, I remember something about pomegranates and bells and stuff.
Well, yeah, that was when they were describing what they were. They weren't describing how and when they made them and who made them.
Oh, God.
Like, they've got to cover this a million times, because otherwise we might forget that, Oholiab and Bezalel.
Beelzebub.
Beetlejuice made the fucking garments. So, but now we know, and we know what products to use. We know how much people donated / were taxed / at gunpoint.
Right.
Knife point, whatever.
Stolen.
Fuck cares.
Right. Bezalel made the ephod of finely woven linen and embroidered it with gold.
Wait, no. He did not embroider it, because that was Oholiab. They said Oholiab did the embroidering.
I know.
They are giving Bezalel some credit that he does not deserve here.
I totally agree with you 100%.
They're always cutting on that tribe of Dan.
I know. Poor tribe of Dan. They always get shorted.
Right?
Okay, so anyway, Bezalel did not make that and did not embroider it with gold and with blue, purple, and scarlet thread. He made, or really did not make, gold thread by hammering out... Oh, maybe he did this part.
Oh, there is hammering involved. Okay.
Yeah. He made gold thread by hammering out thin sheets of gold and cutting it into fine strands.
Wait, you can cut threads?
You can cut gold into threads?
That sounds... What?
It is very malleable.
I guess, but that...
Like, I don't know. I'm picturing trying to use Play-Doh.
Right?
And it doesn't work as thread.
Yeah, no. Okay, sorry. I'm just curious.
You know how he did it?
No, how did he do it?
With great skill and care, because that's what it says.
Right.
With great skill and care, he worked it into the fine linen with the blue, purple, and scarlet thread.
I guess if you're gifted with God's abilities to craft.
Here's what I think. I don't think he actually put it through a needle and used it to sew. I think he just made very, very thin, tiny strands of gold that he then braided into the threads.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Like the actual threads were woven and stuff, and he just put this around them very carefully.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I imagine.
I don't really care.
I don't either. The ephod consisted of 2 pieces, front and back, joined at the shoulders with 2 shoulder pieces. The decorative sash was made of the same materials, finely woven linen, embroidered with gold and with blue, purple, and scarlet thread, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. They mounted the 2 onyx stones in settings of fine gold filigree.
I wonder if that's Oholiab.
Yeah, I don't know. But they already told us about this. Listen. The stones were engraved with the names of the tribes of Israel, just as a seal is engraved.
I bet Dan was last.
It's just we already did this.
I know.
He fastened these stones on the shoulder pieces of the ephod as a reminder that the priest represents the people of Israel. All this was done just as the Lord had commanded Moses 2 chapters ago.
Just keep in mind, this is the last of Exodus. We get to start on something new next week. Well, wait, no, not next week.
No, next week is the bonus where we get quizzed and see how well we remember Exodus. And we learn a thing.
My answer is just going to be ark for everything
Ark,
and fine
gold, ark,
embroidered.
gold. What
linen,
colors were used?
and
Scarlet, blue, and purple.
yeah, that.
Bezalel made the chess piece with great skill and care. He did everything.
Did he do it with great skill and care?
He did everything.
That's amazing.
With
I
great
didn't know
skill
he
and
did it
care.
with great skill and care.
That Bezalel.
I missed that part. I think
he is one hoopy fruit. He made it to match the ephod using finely woven linen, embroidered with gold and with blue, purple, and scarlet thread. He made the chess piece of a single piece of cloth folded to form a pouch 9 inches square.
That's what she said.
You're dumb. They mounted 4 rows of gemstones on it. The first row contained a red carnelian, a pale green peridot, and an emerald. Okay. The second row contained a turquoise, a blue lapis lazuli, and a white moonstone. The third row contained an orange jacinth, an agate, and a purple amethyst. The fourth row contained a blue-green beryl, an onyx, and a green jasper. All these stones were set in gold filigree. Okay.
You ever wonder? We should look up, see if there's ever been like somebody that's actually gone out of their way to like recreate this stuff and these garments and stuff.
We always say that. We say that over and over again.
Right, but I mean, I'm just curious because like it's like the blueprints are right here in the Bible, and I'm just curious if there's like literally a physical example of this.
I told you I already want to order that robe with the pomegranates on it.
Because I know the Pope doesn't wear this stuff.
No.
I mean, he wears something fancy, but it's not this.
He's got that big old tall hat. What do you think that symbolizes?
I don't know. Phallic symbol?
Gross. Everything's a penis joke. Each stone represented one of the 12 sons of Israel, and the name of that tribe was engraved on it like a seal. To attach the chess piece to the ephod, they made braided cords of pure gold thread. They also made 2 settings of gold filigree and 2 gold rings and attached them to the top corners of the chess piece. My chest does not have corners, I'll have you know. They tied the 2 gold cords to the rings on the chess piece. Although, remember, what were we watching that we just saw where, it was the Star Trek, the original series, and all the ladies had pointy titties?
Oh, yeah.
Those ladies had corners.
Yeah.
Their boobs had corners.
Yeah, they were sharp.
They were sharp. You would cut yourself on their pointy tits. Okay, they tied the other ends of the cords to the gold settings on the shoulder pieces of the ephod. Then they made 2 more gold rings and attached them to the inside edges of the chess piece next to the ephod. Then they made 2 more gold rings and attached them to the front of the ephod, below the shoulder pieces, just above the knot where the decorative sash was fastened to the ephod.
Such important information.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They attached the
I'm
bottom...
riveted. Yeah.
They attached the bottom rings of the chess piece to the rings on the ephod with blue cords. In this way, the chess piece was held securely to the ephod above the decorative sash. All this was done just as the Lord had commanded who? Moses.
I can definitely see why this
ago.
is the most important religion in all of time, because, at least for American society in general, that we base our government around, because it's such a good and well-written book, isn't it?
The sarcasm is dripping off of you.
It is really, I'm sweating sarcasm right now.
Good grief.
Oh,
Beelzebub.
Speaking of which.
What? Oh, it's raining.
It just started downpouring. Wow.
That is crazy how loud it is.
So if you hear rain in the background, sorry.
Yeah, that's a storm.
It
Sorry.
just started dumping.
Yikes. I thought it was a truck going by and then it just kept going.
Maybe
and
that
I'm
was
like,
God pissing.
Oh,
He's pissed
shit.
off. He's like, hey, fuckers.
Why so angry? Bezalel made the robe that is worn with the ephod from a single piece of blue woven cloth with an opening for Aaron's head in the middle of it. The opening was reinforced with a woven collar so it would not tear. That was nice of them.
Yeah.
They made pomegranates. See?
Yes.
Wait, how do you make pomegranates? Okay, so they made things that resembled pomegranates. You don't make pomegranates.
Oh, okay.
Pomegranates are plants that grow.
I thought they were using actual pomegranates.
I thought they were too, but here it says they made pomegranates of blue, purple, and scarlet yarn and attached them to the hem of the robe.
Maybe there's a different meaning for pomegranates?
No, they made out of yarn things that
resembled
pomegranates.
Okay. Right.
It's like if you say they put roses on the dress. Well, no, they put things that looked like roses. They didn't actually put roses. But that's not what they said last time.
Yeah, they said they put pomegranates on.
I would use real ones, not yarn ones.
I mean, until now, that's what they've been saying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. A little disappointed.
Right?
They also made bells of pure gold and placed them between the pomegranates along the hem of the robe. with bells and pomegranates alternating all around the hem. See, we already read this.
I know.
This robe was to be worn whenever the priest ministered before the Lord, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. They made tunics for Aaron and his sons from fine linen cloth. The turban and the special head coverings were made of fine linen.
Wait, they wore turbans back then?
Oh, that's what this says.
That would really piss off a lot of American people that are Christians.
Yes, it would, wouldn't it?
Like, they wore turbans.
They wore turbans, motherfuckers.
I mean...
Get over yourself.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And the turbans and the special head coverings were made of fine linen, and the undergarments were also made of finely woven linen. They wore undergarments so that if they went upstairs, you couldn't see up their dresses.
That was very important to them.
The sashes were made of finely woven linen and embroidered with what colors?
Gold. Oh, wait.
Not gold.
No, scarlet, blue, and purple.
Blue, purple, and scarlet thread. Just as the Lord had commanded who? Moses, 2 chapters ago. Oh. There goes some Alexa.
Alexa, stop.
There she go.
We were so good for so long about knowing when an alarm was going to go off and not doing our.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, but that was. We need to go to bed now. But we're going to finish this podcast. Don't worry, we're good.
We're good.
I think we can manage.
We really need to time this better, though.
Really do.
It happens.
That was really piss poor on our part.
At least I was at the end of a paragraph.
Yeah, there's that.
There's that. So we've had rain. We've had the Amazon Echo go off. What else will we have today?
I don't know.
Finally, they made the sacred medallion, the badge of holiness, of pure gold.
Wait, have they talked about this?
No.
I don't recall that.
They engraved it like a seal with these words. Oh my God, all caps. Holy to the, and then not all caps, Lord.
Holy to the Lord?
Holy to the Lord. Right? That's how all caps work, right? You yell.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what they put on there. They put Holy to the Lord. They attached the medallion with a blue cord to Aaron's turban, just as the Lord had commanded Moses.
This sounds very Middle Eastern and...
That's because guess where they were?
Middle East.
Yeah.
I know, but
like... And this was pre-Christ.
But everybody loves to Americanize Christianity.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a big thing.
They weren't white.
They weren't white. They're literally wearing turbans in the fucking Bible.
I know. And what's really funny is that certain people are like... I am a Bibleist. I do everything by what the Bible says. And I'm like, but do you though?
Right.
But do you? I never saw you wearing a turban, my dear white person. Okay, next section. The Tabernacle Articles Completed. And so at last the tabernacle was finished. The Israelites had done everything just as the Lord had commanded Moses. And they brought the entire tabernacle to Moses, the sacred tent with all its furnishings, clasps, frames, crossbars, posts, and bases, the tent covering of tanned ram skins. I don't remember last time.
You were like, say it 10 times fast.
I know, it's hard when it's just like in a row. Like, I don't know. I can't read it good.
It trips you up.
It does. The tent coverings of tanned ram skins and fine goat skin leather, the inner curtain to shield the Ark of the Covenant and its carrying poles, the Ark's cover, the place of atonement, the table and all its utensils, the bread of the presence, the pure gold lampstand and its symmetrical lamp cups, all its accessories and the olive oil for lighting, the gold altar, the anointing oil and fragrant incense, the curtain for the entrance of the sacred tent, the bronze altar, the bronze grating and its carrying poles and utensils, the wash basin with its stand, the curtains for the walls of the courtyard, the posts and their bases, the curtain for the entrance to the courtyard, the ropes and tent pegs, all the furnishings to be used in worship at the tabernacle, the beautifully stitched garments for the priest to wear while ministering in the holy place, the sacred garments for Aaron the priest, and the garments for his sons to wear as they minister as priests, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Wait, so is that it?
Yeah.
So it's like a traveling circus for Christians.
Yeah. So the people of Israel followed all of the Lord's instructions to Moses. Then Moses inspected all their work. When he found it had been done just as the Lord had commanded him, he blessed them. The end.
It's good because, I mean, if things aren't done quite like they should, Moses tends to kill people.
Yeah. Or no, he doesn't get his hands dirty. He just tells them to kill each other.
He'll tell somebody to kill him. Yeah.
He just is like, hey, y'all over there, kill yourselves.
Like, I bet Oholiab and Bezalel were sitting there sweating it until he was
I bet they were. And they're the only two. That means that, like, they were in charge of all of this.
I bet Oholiab was really sweating it because he hardly gets a mention. So, like, he was going to, shit rolls downhill, right?
Yeah.
Oholiab was going to get executed.
I kind of feel for...
Bezalel would have just been like banished or
I kind of
something.
feel for Oholiab. Like, I feel like maybe, like, he's a kindred spirit, you know?
I know, right? Yeah,
Like,
I feel like maybe he got roped into this and he's
Yeah.
like, God damn it.
Like, I don't have a choice. I gotta do this.
Right?
Poor guy. All right, let's see what happens in Exodus chapter 40.
Sounds good. Okay. Hold on. We're laughing because literally my wife picked up the next chapter. The last chapter of Exodus, by the way, so yay. But she, like, looked at it and then sighed. And because we don't plan this. We don't look at this ahead of time. So she literally picks it up and sighs. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. This is going to suck, isn't it?
Yeah, because the setting up of the tabernacle.
Jesus Christ.
I know. Like, that's the title of the next section. So I read it and I was like, oh.
For fuck's sake. Oh, my God. Like,
Okay.
Exodus, the IKEA chapter, as my wife originally pointed out.
Yeah. Okay. We're almost here. Okay. I mean, we're here, but we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're almost done.
We're so close. Just truck through this,
Let's get this done.
Yeah.
Then the Lord said to Moses, set up the tabernacle on the first day of the new year. I ain't got a calendar, yeah. Place the Ark of the Covenant inside and install the inner curtain to enclose the Ark within the most holy place.
Didn't he already tell him how to do this?
He did. But
My God. What the fuck?
Either Moses was
he
very
literally
simple.
had like written instructions or something, didn't
I know.
he?
Yeah.
I mean, they do now at the very least.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I think that these people were very simple. I mean, they obviously didn't have memes, so they had no context for greater understanding of more than one thing. They were just so simple back then.
I guess.
Then bring in the table and arrange the utensils on it, and bring the lampstand and set up the lamps. Place the gold incense altar in front of the Ark of the Covenant. Then hang the curtain at the entrance of the tabernacle. So, let me get this straight. Put the curtain where the curtain goes? Got it.
Yeah.
Place the altar of burnt offering in front of the tabernacle entrance. Set the wash basin between the tabernacle and the altar, and fill it with water. Then set up the courtyard around the front of the tent and hang the curtain from the courtyard for the courtyard entrance.
You know how older people tell stories over and over again because they
is
forget
old
that they
and
told you
boring.
already?
Yeah, God is
I
old
feel
and
like,
boring.
God is, he's losing it, man.
Oh my
like,
gosh. I don't want to be that person, and I'm so scared I'm already headed that way, because sometimes I do tell stories just to hear myself talk. I mean, isn't that kind of what this is about?
I guess. I don't know, but I'm like, he literally says the same things over and over and over again, all the time. He's
repetitive. Take the anointing oil and anoint the tabernacle and all its furnishings to consecrate them and make them holy. Anoint the altar of burnt offering and its utensils to consecrate them. Then the altar will become absolutely holy.
There's that absolutely holy.
Absolutely.
There's degrees of holiness, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I thought it was like kind of, are you pregnant or aren't you? Are you holy or aren't you?
Yeah, but no, there's definitely degrees.
Wow. Okay. Next, anoint the wash basin with its stand to consecrate them. Present Aaron and his sons at the entrance of the tabernacle and wash them with water. Why? You're just going to splash blood on them. Dress Aaron with the sacred garments and anoint him, consecrating him to serve me as a priest. Then present his sons and dress them in their tunics. Anoint them as you did their fathers, so they may also serve me as priests. With their anointing, Aaron's descendants are set apart for the priesthood forever, from generation to generation. Awesome.
So, what happens if that line dies out? There's no, like...
backup?
Yeah, is there a backup plan?
I don't know.
Or does Christianity just end?
Look,
Judaism,
I'm yawning because I'm so bored.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think it's shitty that, like, Moses is the guy, but it's his brother Aaron.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that. Like,
I don't either.
And like, Aaron seems like a, kind of a, he's aloof a bit, like he's not really, because I mean,
kind of a douchebag.
He built that golden idol, like he's not really involved in anything. Yeah. He doesn't talk to God.
Yeah.
He just like, he gets to wear the shit.
He gets to wear the shit, and his children forever after are like, phew, we're good with God.
Like even back in Egypt, like Moses was kind of running the show.
Yeah.
And then Aaron gets the spoils,
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that?
But what's really funny is
I know Moses doesn't really want it, but still.
But what's really funny is that you had never heard of Aaron not being a even slightly religious person or having ever read the Bible. No. You had no idea that Aaron was equally as important as Moses.
No, I mean, I would have guessed it was a Bible name because there's lots of Aarons.
Sure, but you didn't know, like, oh, it's Moses' brother who also did a lot of that Moses-y stuff.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you hear about Moses, you never hear about Aaron.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Moses is the guy.
Like, if you don't know Bible stuff, you're like, who the fuck is Aaron? He's some Bible guy.
Right.
No, he's actually not just a Bible guy. He's actually, like, the Moses guy.
But he's not really, though.
But I mean, it's the two of them.
It's the two of them, but, like, Moses does all this shit and talks to God all the time, and then Aaron just is.
Well, I think what it is like Moses is supposed to be the Jesus character that is the bridge between the people and God.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then Aaron is the one who is like the popey guy that actually like deals with the people.
Got it.
I mean, that's my impression.
Okay.
So it's both of them hand in hand.
Got it.
I could be wrong. Like, what the fuck do I know? I'm no Bible expert.
Whatever. It's weird.
It is weird. Moses proceeded to do everything just as the Lord had commanded him. So the tabernacle was, oh my God, set up on the first day of the first month of the second year. Let me read that again. The tabernacle was set up on the first day of the first month of the second year.
The second year?
Yeah.
Wait, which second year?
I don't know. What was the first one? Was the first one them coming to the mountain?
I don't know, but like what? I'm not
all of a sudden we're counting years?
Yeah, but when did we start counting years?
Well, they've been around Mount Sinai for a year, so maybe like during
then that's the start of what type of time?
This year that they're talking about.
Right, but in
relation to...
What is in relation to what?
Yeah, I don't know. Second year.
Okay.
First day of the first month of the second year.
Okay.
Wait. First day of the first month of the second year.
Okay.
I didn't even know they did months.
It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Like, literally makes no sense.
It's just, like, they left parts out.
Yeah, like a huge... Like, they talked about the fucking ark enough, but...
Yeah.
I don't understand what the time frame means.
But when did it happen? Fuck knows.
Right.
Moses erected the tabernacle by setting down its bases, inserting the frames, attaching the crossbars, and setting up the posts. Then he spread the coverings over the tabernacle frame and put on the protective layers just as the Lord had commanded him. He took the stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant and placed them inside the ark. Then he attached the carrying poles to the ark and he set the ark's cover, the place of atonement, on top of it.
Now just remember that was a rewrite that he put in the ark because he broke the first pair when he came down.
Yeah, I know. It's second draft.
Yeah, second draft.
Then he brought the Ark of the Covenant into the tabernacle and hung the inner curtain to shield it from the view. From view, not the view. The view, like the show. Like Joy Behar would have, a fit.
Right.
Okay, sorry. Shield it from view, just as the Lord had commanded him. Next, Moses placed the table in the tabernacle along the north side of the holy place, just outside the inner curtain. And
they're making it sound like he's doing this all by himself.
He is.
He's setting up this whole elaborate thing all by himself.
He's in charge of it, so he might as well be.
Right.
I don't fucking know.
Right.
And he arranged the bread of the presence on the table before the Lord, just as the Lord had commanded him. So they could have just said, the Lord commanded him to do a whole lot of shit, and he did it all.
Right. No, I mean, like, I think the last half of Exodus could have been combined into, like, one little section.
Yeah.
And I'd have been happy with that. Like,
Still
this is
too much.
So extra.
So extra. He set the lampstand in the tabernacle across from the table on the south side of the holy place. Then he lit the lamps in the Lord's presence, just as the Lord had commanded him. He also placed the gold incense altar in the tabernacle in the holy place in front of the inner curtain. On it, he burned the fragrant incense, just as the Lord had commanded him. He hung the curtain at the entrance of the tabernacle, and he placed the altar of burnt offering near the tabernacle entrance. On it, he offered a burnt offering and a grain offering, just as the Lord had commanded him. Next, Moses placed the wash basin between the tabernacle and the altar. He filled it with water so the priests could wash themselves. Wash yourself. Moses and Aaron's sons used water from it to wash their hands and feet, and probably also their balls. Whenever they approached the altar and entered the tabernacle, you didn't even laugh or anything.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something to say, and then it didn't congeal in my head. So
quickly enough?
No, yeah, it was gonna be really good, and it was gonna be like the most hilarious thing that I've ever said on this podcast, and then I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
I was wondering because I just said that they're
Yeah,
going to wash their balls.
Yeah, I totally just like
you were like
blacked out for a minute.
You were just like whatever.
Yeah, no, it was going to be good. Whatever I was going to say, it was going to be some good shit.
Oh, I'm so glad that you mentioned what we didn't hear. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just figured you should know what you're missing out on.
Whenever they approached the altar and entered the tabernacle, they washed themselves just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Then he hung the curtains, forming the courtyard around the tabernacle and the altar, and he set up the curtain at the entrance of the courtyard. So at last, Moses finished the work.
Awesome. I got a question, though.
Oh, what?
So
I have one paragraph left.
I know, but there's this whole elaborate thing where they got to dress Aaron and dress his kids and all this other crap, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if they do all this stuff and they've already washed their stuff and then you got to take a shit?
I guess that you shouldn't do that. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe their constitutions were better back then and they could, hold it.
I don't know.
To more appropriate times.
But I mean, I'm just saying, that seems like, I don't know, whatever. Who cares?
I mean, that's like the question, do bears pee and poo while they're in hibernation? Does it matter?
A good question.
Well, I asked that once, and you know what? Everybody that commented was like, you should Google it. And I'm like, no, I'm asking, does anybody know before I Google it?
Right. I don't think anybody knows the answer to that.
No, actually, researchers, this is several.
No, I mean, normal people, not researchers.
But I was just like, it was one of those, that meme with the dinosaur and he puts his claw under his chin and it's Velociraptor or what the fuck ever. And, he's a philosophy guy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It was one of those I wonder, thoughts, ponderings,
Right.
And the answer is their systems slow down. So there is very little waste. They excrete very little waste.
That's very interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? We're about to finish this motherfucking chapter.
All right.
I mean, not just the chapter, the book. The book of Exodus.
The book of Exodus.
The cloud over the tabernacle.
Oh, did God come to view the tabernacle?
In a cloud, apparently.
I mean, he likes to be clouds.
He's so cloudy.
Apparently.
Then the cloud covered the tabernacle, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle.
Oh my gosh.
Is a cloud glorious? Because I always think of cloud like gray skies, like you are my sunshine,
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen a God cloud before, to be fair.
You make me happy when skies are gray.
I've never seen a
holy cloud.
I've never seen a holy cloud.
It's just that clouds don't seem like happiness and joy.
I did, when I was hiking on a mountain, I really enjoyed being amongst the clouds up there.
When I flew on an airplane, I liked being in the clouds and then looking down over the clouds.
Right.
That
was pretty cool too.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say that was one holy cloud.
But when there's clouds on the ground, it's pretty much just fog. And fog's kind of annoying.
Yeah. And dangerous.
Right.
You shouldn't drive in fog.
Right.
Okay, Moses could no longer enter the tabernacle because the cloud had settled down over it and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. You can't walk through a fucking cloud? That sounds like pea soup, not cloud.
Right, and wasn't he up there in the cloud when God was over Mount Sinai?
Yeah, and he's already, he wears a veil over his face because he's seen the glory of God or what the fuck ever.
Right.
Now, whenever the cloud lifted from the tabernacle, the people of Israel would set out on their journey, following it. But if the cloud did not rise, they remained where they were until it lifted.
So the cloud's just going to permanently stay over the tabernacle?
It's red light, green light. When the cloud lifts, then they're like, quick, go! And then the cloud comes back down and they're like, red light, stop!
What the fuck is this shit?
It's freeze tag.
I don't know. Okay.
The cloud of the Lord hovered over the tabernacle during the day, and at night, fire glowed inside the cloud so the whole family of Israel could see it. This continued throughout all their journeys. The end.
So the tabernacle is supposed to be set up where this cloud is. Is that basically what it boils down to? And the cloud essentially is the presence of God.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
Something along those lines.
And it's going to light fires inside the tabernacle.
Sure.
But isn't Aaron and his sons supposed to preach in there and shit? Isn't that supposed to be part of it too?
I thought that was. They go in there and wash their balls and their hands and their feet.
But it sounded like at the end that they built it just for a fucking cloud.
That's what it sounded like to me too.
Okay. I'm just trying to be, like understand what's going on.
It
here.
sounds like
it's not just a cloud, but a cloud that they got to pack up that whole fucking contraption and follow wherever it goes.
Right.
Like, oh shit, the cloud's moving. Get the fucking tabernacle and the drapes and the fucking
curtains and
wash basins and the fucking utensils
and the candles and the oils.
We gotta hurry, it's getting away.
God damn it, I dropped a pomegranate.
Fucking hell, that goddamn cloud. It's always moving around. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, we have finished Exodus. Let's hope things get better in what's next? Leviticus.
Leviticus is next?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then after Leviticus is Numbers.
I don't know what Numbers it is.
I think Numbers is supposed to be pretty decent.
Is it?
Maybe.
All right.
Well, Genesis, anyway, Exodus, Leviticus,
it doesn't really
Numbers.
Fucking matter. We're reading the Bible from beginning to end. We got to get through it one way or the other. So,
yeah,
you'll just hear a lot of like exasperation on my end because, holy shit.
Yeah,
I need a story or two. I can't deal with all this crap.
This is kill.
Like, they need to stop talking about the same goddamn thing over and over again.
But apparently they can because they did and they do.
And I don't know exactly what Leviticus is. But
it's a lot of begats.
It's a lot of begats from what I thought. That's what I thought. So, it's like maybe an entire book of begats, possibly.
Yeah. So, we'll have to find a way to make it fun.
Maybe we should read ahead a little bit. And if it's an entire book of begats, maybe we should just, like, read it, but then, like, speed up the speed and do it all in one sitting.
Oh, that could be fun.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, maybe we should not subject our people that are listening to us to an entire book of fucking begats.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Well, we have time to figure it out.
Yeah, we need to figure that shit out before we just spend like 3 months reading fucking names.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like I might go crazy. I'm just saying.
Well, we will come up with something, and we've got a couple of weeks to work on that because next week is our bonus episode because we are officially done with Exodus.
All right, way to go, everybody.
Woohoo!
Congrats on finishing 2 books of the Bible, and we'll see you soon.
Yep. Husband.
Wife.
Can I say the things now?
Yes.
Okay. So you had a list of items that you wanted people to check out?
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you check us out on Twitter. We are there under the handle sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'd have gone with that.
Yep.
We also would love to get emails from you because we love hate mail, fan mail, the whole 9 yards there. That email address is sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. And we are now on YouTube. And if you are listening to us on YouTube, you're going to be running a little bit behind what our schedule is for our podcast because you're going to be hearing stuff from 2 months before if you are caught up.
You're in the past.
You're in the past. So you should join us on our podcasting apps that are available. So like you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify.
I'm on Castbox.
Yeah, my wife's special. She's on Castbox.
I like Castbox.
And then on any of the things that you're on, we always would love it if you would like and subscribe. That helps us out so much. So
yeah, do those things.
Do those things, and we will see you guys next week.
Sure we will. It's on Thursdays.
Yeah, that.
Okay, bye.